Hello everyone, and welcome to this video on the Shared Parameters tool, part of the Autodesk Interoperability Tools add-in for Revit. Have you ever manually added project parameters? If yes, you know how tedious and time-consuming the process can be, especially when you need to add multiple shared parameters across different families and categories. You need to go through a series of repetitive steps. Select project parameters, create a new parameter, choose a shared parameter, assign the parameter group, define whether it's a type parameter or an instance parameter, set model group values, and finally select the applicable categories. And you have to do all this for each parameter. The Shared Parameters tool simplifies and streamlines this entire process. With this tool, you can create a configuration file that contains a predefined set of shared parameters. Once your configuration is set up, you can use it to load all those parameters into any Revit project automatically and consistently. This not only saves time, but also reduces human error and ensures parameter consistency across all your Revit models. Now let's walk through the setup process using the Shared Parameters tool. I'm going to start by clicking on the Setup button. And since I want to build everything from scratch, I'll go ahead and click Next. The first step is to select the Shared Parameters file. I'll click on the Browser button and choose the file I want to work with. Once selected, I'll click Next. Now, what you will see here is a list of all the parameters contained in the Shared Parameters file. In this example, it's a small list, so it's fairly manageable. Now, before moving forward, here's a quick tip. If your Shared Parameters file contains a large number of parameters, many of which you don't need, it's a good idea to create a copy of that file and remove the unnecessary parameters. That way, you are not forced to configure parameters you won't use. Hopefully, in the future versions of this tool, we'll have the ability to select the only parameters we want to configure. But for now, this is a useful workaround. Now let's talk about one of the key advantages of using the Shared Parameters tool. You can select and configure multiple parameters at once using the Shift key, making the process significantly faster. So I'm going to go ahead and select all these parameters. And next I'll configure their family categories. You can manually type the categories directly into the box. Just separate multiple categories with commas. But for accuracy and ease, I recommend clicking on the three-dot button. This will bring up a list of all available family categories in this version of Revit. Here, you will see useful details such as whether the category is type-based or instance-based, and which versions of Revit support that category. I'll now use the search bar to filter for equipment. Then select the relevant categories and click OK. As you can see, the selected categories have now been applied to all of the parameters. Next, I'll define whether each parameter is set to type or instance. I'll select all the parameters again and choose type-based for this example. Then I'll choose which parameter group they will appear under in the Revit Properties palette. I'll select data for most of them. However, I noticed that some parameters are related to dimensions. So I'll deselect those, then use the Shift key to select only the dimension-related parameters and change their group to dimensions. This makes the organization much cleaner inside Revit. Now let's talk briefly about the value can vary by group instance setting. Not all parameter types support this. Only the angle, integer, length, number, slope, and yes/no can be aligned per group type. So for example, if you have a length parameter, you'll notice it's grayed out. You can change the setting here. However, for a text parameter like location, I want this to be instance based, so each placed element can have its value. So I'll change this from type to instance. And now I can set the values can vary by group instance option. With everything now fully configured, I'll click Next. The summary tells me that 17 parameters have been configured. You'll also notice the option to export the shared parameters file here. Even though we started with a shared parameters file, this feature is useful if you are handed just the XML configuration file. You can now save those parameters back into a proper shared parameters file if needed. I'll click Finish and Close. And now I'll save the configuration file. Let's call this one ab.xml, and that's it. The configuration is now saved and ready to use in any Revit project.